Good morning, students. Hope you find now. Last time we have discussed this translocation of water, transport of water. We have discussed the transport of minerals, and we have given various hypotheses regarding the transport of water and transport of minerals in the plants. Now, today we are going to discuss the last topic of this transport, that is how the food which is being manufactured in the plants and how it is being translocated to various parts of the plant and और इसकी जो डायरेक्शन है we know that the water जो है उसकी मूवमेंट जो है या मिनरल्स की जो मूवमेंट इट इज यूनिडायरेक्शनल एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इन दिस प्लांट्स what if of this food कि इसकी डायरेक्शन कैसी है we know that the food जो है it is being translocated by means of the cells by means of the phloem tissue and this phloem tissue it consists of seed tubes या seed cells number second companion cells and these are the two important cells which play an important role in the translocation of food in plants. We have also got phloem parenchyma, we have also got phloem fibers, but in this translocation of food उनकी ज्यादा उतनी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है जितनी इन seed tubes और companion cells की. We are already aware about this what we call as this anatomy उनका structure कैसा होता है. Still then give a brief idea about those. These are somewhat elongated cells and जो उनके and walls है they are being perforated. They have got these pores perforated. These are pores. These are called as the seed plates and they have got this attached with them, that is this companion cell. If this is the companion cell and this is the seed cell and this is called as the seed plate and this seed plate is perforated through which the food it moves from one part to another part or one cell to the another cell. Now this phloem and this food जो हम बात कर लेंगे कि how does it move from one place to another place. We have got some what we call as hypothesis there which is called as the mass flow hypothesis, mass flow theory or mass flow hypothesis by which this food जो है it moves from one place to another place. Simply we can say this food it moves from source to sink. Source is that where it is being prepared, that is the leaf. Where the food is being prepared, it is the leaf, and sink is that place where this food is being stored, that is the storage part. So this food it moves from source to the sink. Source is simply the part where this food जो है it is being manufactured, that is the leaf. Then where this is taken, that is the stem, that is the roots, that are the fruits where it is being stored, that is called as the sink. Now एक और बात जो हम यहाँ पर कहेंगे, food जो है it is synthesized. It is manufactured as glucose. This food it is synthesized as glucose. It is transported as that is called as sucrose. It is stored as starch. So what I have told you that this food it is synthesized as glucose, which is highly reactive, which is a reactive metal. It is substance. It is unstable, and then it is transported as sucrose. Sucrose जो है it is what we call as the stable substance. It is unreactive substance, and it is stored as starch, which is a polysaccharide. Which is stored as a polysaccharide. Now, how this food is being stored? See, we have got this theory that is the mass flow hypothesis. Let it be this, what we call as this C tube, and this is one more C tube, this is one more C tube, this is what we call as that, this is one more C tube. This is the side. See here, this is, it is what we call as a companion cell of this cell. This is the companion cell of this. Now this is perforated, this is perforated, it is perforated, this too is perforated, this too is perforated. This is called as a C plate. Now we know that the food जो synthesize होता है, it is synthesized as glucose, then it is translocated as sucrose, then it is stored as starch. What happens when it is being translocated from the leaves, from the source? It enters into this companion cell. It enters into the companion cell as this sucrose, and ultimately it reaches into this, what we will call as this C tube. So it does not directly make its way into this. It does not directly make its way into this C tube, but it first enters through this companion cell. Then it enters into this, what we call as this C tube. Now here what we will see, that we know tonicity. This, when the food gets they transfer, that is sucrose, when this sucrose reaches into this C tube, here we will see it will become hypertonic, and the cell which is adjacent to it, that is hypotonic. Now as we already know that the water, it flows from the hypotonic solution into the hypertonic solution. So when this sieve tube, it becomes hypertonic solution, and it is the hypotonic solution. It becomes hypotonic. This water, it moves from this adjacent cell into this hypertonic cell. So we will see a pressure जो है, it develops inside this sieve tube. एक pressure इसमें develop हो जाता है. This pressure जो है वो इतना ज़्यादा हो जाता है कि that the food जो है, it gets passed on to this cell, it gets passed on to this cell, it gets passed on to this cell, it gets passed on to this cell. So what we will see, जो इसकी movement है, जो इसकी translocation है, कि when this cell, it becomes hypertonic due to the movement of sucrose into it, जो water जो इसके adjacent cells है, they are hypotonic. Water जो है, it moves from hypotonic solution into the hypertonic solution. उससे यहाँ पर एक in this cell a pressure develop हो जाता है, and that pressure, because of that pressure, इसका pressure ज़्यादा रहता है, जो इसके adjacent cells है उनका pressure कम रहता है. This solution जो हम देखते हैं, it जो food, it moves from higher pressure to the higher pressure gradient to the lower pressure gradient, and this food is translocated. Now here we will see जो movement है water के, हम देखते हैं कि from soil to the root, and from the root, because of the root pressure, then by the ascent of the cell, water जो है, it moves from root cortex to the aerial parts of the plant. Here what we will see in this part, what we will see, that water does not come from the aerial parts of the plant. That means जो movement of water is the unidirectional. लेकिन यहाँ पर जो हम देखते हैं कि food, it moves upward, it moves downward, it moves sideward. So we can say जो movement of the food जो है, that is multi-directional. That it is multi-directional. So water जो food है, It moves from higher pressure gradient to the lower pressure gradient, and this is this topic what we have studied, this translocation of food. That is simply the mass flow hypothesis, which play an important role in this mass flow theory, which plays an important role in the translocation of food in the plant. And this was all about this, what we call as the transportation of water and translocation of food in plants. And this completes this transportation. In the next we will try to discuss further, we will proceed further, that is this elements, nutritional elements, which are very much important in the development in the development of the plant. We will study them in the next video. Until then, goodbye, God bless you, thanks.